Yeah, that's great, Shafe. But is it actually
Bro, I need to get a new
good?
headset.
And to that, I say, you don't understand. This is the movie where they go back in time to the first Thanksgiving to get turkeys off the menu. It changed our lives, and if you watch it this holiday season, it will change yours too. I would go into a full analysis on this video, but I still have 4 other massive videos I need to put out before the year's end, so I tragically don't have the time. But that's okay. Maybe next November, I'll have more time. Maybe I'll annually make a brand new video about Freebirds from now until the end of time. I really cannot stress enough. This is the movie where they go back in time to the first Thanksgiving to get turkeys off the menu. Part 1. The story. Freebird starts off and it's like, oh, how cute. It's a movie with bad animation about Owen Wilson turkey not wanting to be eaten. But then 5 minutes in, the President of the United States arrives and he vaguely sounds like Bill Clinton and he pardons the turkey from being eaten. And the president's daughter starts to say jokes and they're actually funny?
That's Paul. He's getting a divorce. Yay! That's a bald guy. And that's the girl who likes my daddy.
And then you start to question, wait, was this movie actually funny the whole time and I just never knew because everyone said it was bad? Has my whole life up until now been a lie? Then Reggie, the Owen Wilson turkey played with such exquisite vocal range by the impeccable Lightning McQueen, watches a Spanish soap opera and goes, OMG, he just like me for real, when he sees the main character. Then he orders a lot of pizza. And remember this, because it is a crucial plot detail. Reggie is living the good life and everything is going his way. Until he's suddenly kidnapped by Jake, the Woody Harrelson turkey, also known as the best character in the movie. You better believe I'm repping Team Jake in the next Splatfest. Anyway, Jake reveals that he's from the Turkey Freedom Front and that he needed to save Reggie because the great turkey told him to. At this point, we were all losing our shit watching this unfold. But it only got better once Jake revealed the purpose of his mission. It was to go back in time to the first Thanksgiving to get turkeys off the menu. He says it twice, one of those times directly speaking to the camera, to really let it sink in that you are watching one of the most life-changing, magnificent cinematic achievements ever concocted. Okay, great. He said the funny meme line. Now the movie's enjoyment level is gonna tank, right? Wrong! We're just getting started. Reggie and Jake break into a secret government facility that houses the time machine. And there's an actually funny visual gag where the map to the time machine also includes an Auntie Anne's and Old Navy. Again, what the hell? Is this movie actually funny? No, it can't be. But it is incredibly deep. For instance, the map showcases a blue and red line. The blue line leads to the exit, where Reggie, the blue turkey, wants to go. But the red line leads to the time machine, where Jake, the red turkey, wants to go. This incredible color symbolism is just one of the many reasons why this is Vince Gilligan's magnum opus. Bravo, Vince. Also, the CDA from Monsters, Inc. is in this movie too, and they also have funny lines?
How do we address it, sir?
With cranberry sauce.
At this point, my perception of good and bad was completely thrown out the window. I started to accept that maybe the world was wrong about this movie, and that maybe it lived up to its batshit insane, glorious premise, with batshit insane, glorious execution this whole time. So then they successfully steal the time machine and go back in time to the first Thanksgiving. And then, I don't know, maybe the movie kinda loses steam and becomes a bit generic or something. I mean, the zany, wacky time travel premise is kind of over for now since they've successfully time traveled, and now it's just kind of a regular kids movie about teaming up with the local turkeys to avoid the pilgrims eating them. Yeah, the middle of this movie is a little mid. But don't worry, there's still plenty of epic moments here and there. Like when Jake and this other turkey inflate their turkey sacks and get into a fight. And then later they get into another fight that just turns into a random dance they have together. Sometimes it's very funny how insanely horny Reggie is for Lady Turkey.
Dogs. Yeah, I feel it too.
Yeah, let's just be dogs. I'll be a boxer and you just be a Shiba Inu. Arrgh.
We hear Jake's tragic backstory, which is pretty epic, considering how Jake is one of the greatest cinematic characters ever conceived. Eventually, Jake and Reggie blow up the Pilgrim's weapon stash, I think. I don't really feel like going back and checking. And they did it! They saved the day! But then, the nefarious Miles Standish realizes they left a smoke trail because they stole his pipe, and then it leaves a trail of smoke, which leads to their house hideout, so he finds them. Now, just a fair warning, we are approaching spoilers for the endgame of Freebirds. If you do not want peak fiction spoiled for you, turn this video off and watch Freebirds immediately. Are you gone? Okay, good. The bird's home gets destroyed, and the chief, who's inexplicably voiced by Keith David, fucking dies. Like, what the fuck? I thought this was the funny movie where they go back in time to the first Thanksgiving to get turkey off the menu. He dies? What the fuck? Needless to say, I was never the same after this tragic sacrifice. I've seen some sad shit in my day, but all of it pales in comparison to the sheer emotional complexity of Chief Bozo's death in Freebirds 2013. They even hold an awkwardly animated funeral for him where they flap their wings and cause all these feathers to fly upward. It's so fucking tragic, you guys have no idea. So
I'm pausing this. Yes, I'm sorry. I'll be right back. I'm gonna go get a thing of milk.
Reggie returns to his own time, defeated. But then, two other Reggies from the future convince him to go back and save the flock. Also, it turns out that Reggie was the great turkey that inspired Jake this whole time. How predictable! I mean, completely unexpected! Whoa! We next find ourselves at the final battle between the Pilgrims and the turkeys. The Native Americans even show up to comment on the sheer fury being expressed by the turkeys.
Those are some angry birds.
Now, for all of you watching at home, this is actually a very complex line with multiple layers to it. You could take it at face value and read it simply as a comment on how angry these birds are. But it also serves as a clever reference to the 2009 casual puzzle video game Angry Birds, which spawns the franchise of the same name. The sheer brilliance of this joke comes from how non-anachronistic it is. The Native American chief is not a time traveler, so he has no knowledge of the future or this video game franchise. Or what a video game is. Or what a video is. Or that he is actually a part of a movie called Freebirds because he does not know what a movie is. He is simply saying something that fits the context of the situation while simultaneously serving as a brilliant reference for us, the audience. Vince, you've done it again, you son of a bitch. But just when it seems like all hope is lost, Reggie returns in his time machine, which sucks Miles Standish and his cannons up, shattering him across time and space. That's right, motherfucker! Miles Standish was W.D. Gaster the whole time! But hey, that's a subject for a future video, because right now we need to talk about the epic conclusion to the Freebirds feature film. Reggie emerges to offer a new food.
I'll be back.
For people to eat on Thanksgiving. Pizza. But not just any pizza. Chuck E. Cheese pizza. The universally accepted best pizza ever. Everyone loves it. It does not taste like ass. Shut up and consume it while watching Freebirds, the greatest movie to ever feature two turkeys going back in time to the first Thanksgiving to get turkeys off the menu and replacing turkeys with Chuck E. Cheese pizza. Can you name a better movie with that ridiculously specific set of criteria? I didn't think so, and that's what makes it objectively good.
Everyone, I'm giving this turkey thanks. Wait a minute. I just invented a word. Ah! It's a thanksgiving. You like that?
Oh, so that's why it's called Thanksgiving. It all makes perfect sense now. God, this movie explains everything. I now know everything there is to know about the universe. Every night I pray to God and thank him for the existence of Freebirds, because without it, we as a society would crumble. With that, Reggie stays in 1621 with Lady Turkey. Jake leaves in the time machine to go find the turducken or something. The credits show epic moments of turkeys throughout history, and then the movie's over. It was the best thing ever and I loved it so much. I am begging you to watch Freebirds. It needs to be seen to be believed. Again, you may be wondering, is it actually good? And again, my response to that is that this is the movie where they go back in time to the first Thanksgiving to get turkeys off the menu. What is your problem? Why are you not watching Freebirds at this exact moment? Oh, I know why. Because Netflix took it off. They ripped my baby straight from my hands and threw it into the trash, where the company itself belongs. I will not stand for this, dear viewer. I have an important mission for you. We're going back in time to October 1st, 2022 to get Freebirds back on Netflix. That's right. We're going back in time to October 1st, 2022 to get Freebirds back on Netflix. Only then will all be right with the world. We will have world peace. Crime will disappear overnight. World hunger will be solved. Everyone will be too busy watching Freebirds to do any bad things ever. This is the only path to peace, and I'm willing to take it. How about you? Part 2. Squarespace. I forgot this video was supposed to have parts, so let's just make the sponsored portion its own part. Squarespace is a fantastic, intuitive...
Oh, man.